year with you. My students are all online, so that's kind of a fun dynamic. But I'm like, ooh, real students. Yay, we're face to face. I love it. So thanks for being willing to do this via Zoom. So on Tuesdays, I'm normally working from home since my students are all teachers. I have a flexible schedule, so sometimes they're working at night and I answer them at night. Since during the day they're doing their teacher thing. So how are you feeling about this so far?
Good. We're a little nervous.
Yeah, but of course, yes. I get it. I would be too. So I understand. So it sounds like we did our introductions, which we're supposed to do, and then you're going to do the co-piece together, right?
Yes, and she told us...
And our goal is to try to have one conference a piece at least that you do in addition. So, so how would you like to get started with the next piece?
So she told us for our co-taught one, we could pick that one since we had to like collaborate on it. So the scenario we did for that one was the scenario about Joe. And then for our 2 individual ones, you'll just pick from the other 3, which one you want to have us do.
Perfect.
But yeah, we can go ahead and start with the co-taught one.
Yes. Yeah, you bet.
Okay.
You bet. So we're going to go from the script, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, so I'm calling you. You were calling me. You were doing the teacher bit first, right?
Yes.
So,
okay.
Sorry. Fine. Can you do the first part?
Okay. Thank you for coming to our conference today, Mr. Tate. We just have some different things we want to talk about, but we just wanted to start off with how awesome Joe has been in class, and he really is a true leader among him and his peers. He has that like natural leadership and confidence in himself, and that's something that's really going to take him far.
I'm so sorry. I feel like I can't talk. Can you carry it for me? I'm so sorry. I feel like I need to maybe step out. I think I need to go.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead. We'll just jump in and you and I can do our part till she comes back.
Yes.
So, okay. So Joe's a leader. I'm glad to hear that. I don't always feel like I hear good things from you about Joe. Sometimes I feel like the information you give me is just a little negative. So yeah, I kind of I don't always know that he's supported.
Yeah, that's something I really want to try to work on, is finding those strengths and way that Joe can embrace himself in the classroom. I know that we have some behavior concerns that I want to go over today, but I don't want you to look at anything like negatively. Everything is just for us to work together and kind of collaborate so that we can find ways to support these behaviors and ways that we can just help Joe overall in his learning.
Okay, well, that's a little bit interesting because at home I don't feel like I really see anything negative from Joe. So I kind of feel like maybe at school people might be picking on him. And I'm not always sure that maybe you like him. So I feel like he's doing what he can, but I don't know that you're always doing what you can do for him. So
yeah, so if you have any ways that you think that I can better support Joe and him in the classroom, I'm very open to hearing those. I have every time behaviors happen in the classroom, I have a log that I write them down in. And for Joe on this, there was an incident on October 1st at 1:15 in the classroom. And while students were lining up getting manipulatives for math time, Joe had pushed another student in line with both hands, causing the student to fall.
I also want to mention that we co-teach the classroom, so we both have observed different incidents and have been recording it within the log. And we have noted that he's been the one who initiates some of these behaviors, so not necessarily someone trying to get at him, but we are working together and having discussions together about what we're seeing.
Well, that's interesting. Joe tells me that he gets picked on a lot at school. So when you say that it's his fault, it kind of bothers me because, you know, he's a big guy, and sometimes because he's a big guy, like people mistaken, you know, a gentle nudge or just being a buddy with someone as being aggressive. And I just I don't know that I see that all the time. And when you say you have a log, I feel like you're looking for things with Joe just to kind of pick on him and make a list of them. And I wonder if you do that with all the students.
Yeah, we have behavior incident logs for each of our students. Some of them look different depending on the student, but I can show you the copy that I have for Joe. This is just a common documentation page that I use for all of them, unless they have those like more specific behaviors. We're not trying to push any blame onto Joe. We understand that perspectives look different depending on how you see it and the kids involved and things like that. However, incidents like this or behaviors that become physical in our student handbook, these are considered level 4 behaviors. And whenever students get physical in any manner with another student, it's an immediately a conversation with the principal or the principal. It automatically goes right to our principal, and so that just takes away from Joe's learning time, his learning environment, and I don't want him out of our classroom because that's going to negatively impact his learning overall. So I just want to kind of come up with a plan so that we can give him some strategies to where if kids are picking on him, maybe he could come and talk to us about it instead of pushing another student. Or if someone is doing something to him, just like some open communication with us and Joe as well as you, so that we can just come up with a better plan that doesn't have to get physical.
Okay, and you know, I do appreciate the work that you're doing with Joe. I know that you do work hard to take care of your students and protect them. It just sometimes feels like he's singled out a little bit. And with the log, like I don't know if I've seen all the information from that log. I feel like maybe I should receive more communication about what's going on with him. If there's a whole list of things and we're just talking now, like I just kind of, you know, it might be important for us to have conversation like weekly or you know every other day, even daily, just so I kind of know what's going on with him.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Then I can address that and hear his side of the story too.
Yes, I agree. I think all sides of each story is so important, and I really want to teach Joe some of those social skills like I was telling you, so that he feels more comfortable and that we can build a better relationship with him, so that he feels comfortable enough to come talk to us or even talk to you, and then you can relay that information back to us. So if you would like us to put in place like a
kind of like a check-in every day, like behavior log, sending that home with you, making sure that you get it signed off, and that way we can just have that communication daily and be reinforcing the positive behavior at home and at school as well. So hopefully that can be the best way to communicate.
And I know we've also talked, me and Myra have talked a little bit in the past about coming up with a behavior support for him, so that throughout the day, whenever he isn't having these negative behaviors or isn't having these incidents happen, if we could give him some type of like reward throughout the day or throughout the week. If he earns so many, say, smiley faces or stars, then he can get something out of the prize box, or he can pick an incentive like flexible seating at his desk, just different things that we can do for him so that he sees that his hard work is paying off and that like
rewarded.
Yes.
Okay, I like that idea, because right now I feel like when he goes to school, he's almost braced and ready to be in trouble again.
Yeah.
And so we've actually had mornings at breakfast where he doesn't want to go to school and he doesn't think anyone likes him. He doesn't think you all like him because he said he just gets in trouble. So I kind of worry about, you know, just how he feels about himself in general, because he feels like he's a bad kid.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. You know, I teach him to be strong and stand up for himself and defend himself, and I don't want anybody thinking he's a bad kid.
Yeah.
Right. And we don't believe he's a bad kid. No. We're just noting what we've seen and making sure that we're communicating and wanting to know if you've seen some stuff at home, which makes sense that you have. But I'm glad that we're working together. We're here to support Joe, and we want to make sure that his experience at school is positive. So I think getting on this check-in with you every day is a great first step to help Joe be successful in all the aspects of school.
Okay. You know, I'm glad we had this conversation. I feel better knowing that you all care about what's happening with him and you are on his side and you're not just seeing him as being the problem.
Yes,
so
of course.
As a parent, that makes me feel a lot better. And I love knowing that we're a team and that we can work together to make school a positive place for him.
Yes.
So, you know, I love him. I want him to be successful. And when he's happy and upset, then that makes me upset too. So thank you for telling me all the things that you've been doing.
Yes, of course. And we are excited to put these new plans into place and just better support Joe and you overall so that we can make this the best for him.
Sounds great. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming today.